quote from my Parent Magic book was about how in positive parenting, boundaries make kids feel safe. Today's Wednesday Wisdom looks at 3 easy tips and examples on how to set boundaries with your amazing, magnificent children. Firstly, be clear. It's so important for children to hear and learn specifically what is expected. So explain the rule or boundary and also the reason for it. If your child doesn't know what's expected of her because you keep changing the rules, how can she be expected to cooperate? You need to be clear in explaining why things need to be done in certain ways or within certain time frames. So, for example, if you expect your kids to leave the bathroom clean straight after using it, it's not enough to just say, remember to clean up after your bathing. Actually explain, and if possible, even show them what you mean the first time by walking them through the whole process. Like, okay, so once you've brushed your teeth, you need to wipe the toothpaste off the brush and put the lid back on the toothpaste and put your toothpaste here in the holder, and then look down at the floor and take this cloth to wipe up any water that has spilt. Put your dirty clothes here in this laundry basket, not just here right by the floor. And remember to explain the reason. When you clean up this way, right after bathing and doing your teeth, it's so much easier for us all to have a nice clean bathroom space to use without slipping on wet floors. And when you put the lid on the toothpaste, we can use it for a lot longer. It doesn't go all jelly. And wiping your toothpaste brush keeps the germs away. Secondly, be consistent. If you only say your rule once or twice without actually reminding your kids a lot first, because remember, children learn through repetition, or you keep changing the rules. For example, one day it's okay for them to leave the bathroom a mess and the next day you totally freak out. Then it very easily lets kids know that you don't mean what you say. You're not being consistent. And for children, this means that they can just take advantage and they too can be inconsistent in listening. And it can be unsettling because they're not sure how you're going to react next. In fact, when you're not consistent, you're actually teaching them that you can't really be trusted because you don't mean what you say. And the third tip, follow through. Boundaries can only work well and help kids feel emotionally safe if there's follow through. The moment you notice that a rule has or hasn't been kept to, it's important to comment and follow through. In this way, they can learn to become responsible for their actions. And of course, that you also mean what you say. So, for example, if the consequence for not cleaning the bathroom after using it was discussed before, which I strongly recommend you do as a family, maybe on a poster that gets put up on the fridge, then as soon as you notice that the bathroom has not been cleaned, you need to deal with it immediately by following through, commenting, and going ahead with whatever consequence you decided on as a family. For example, maybe you've all negotiated that uncleaned bathrooms means 20 minutes less device time. And in that time, your child has to go back and actually clean up the mess. Then if you notice the bathroom has not been cleaned after you've already been clear and you've reminded them, then let them know that you're setting the timer right away for 20 minutes less device time and you'll be checking on the bathroom in such and such time to make sure it gets cleaned. To recap, the 3 big tips for boundary setting is to be clear, consistent, and to follow through. Wednesday Wisdom in a nutshell, you teach people how to treat you by the way that you respond to their behavior. So give it a go this week, and I'd love to hear your comments of how boundary setting is working for you.